Hi, my name is Benedictine Osoteo, and I'm going to be explaining the features in the accounts class. In the accounts class, we actually overloaded the accounts constructor. The default constructor only initializes the value or the information about the customer and the administrator, while the other constructor calls the default constructor and just initializes values to the instance fields. So if we run the program, this is what the main menu will show. If we type S, the user will now have to enter the PIN number. If the user entered an invalid PIN number, an error will be displayed. Let's now enter a valid PIN number. So the next output depends on the PIN that was entered by the user. If the user entered a PIN that belongs to a customer, the customer class will be instantiated. And if the PIN entered belongs to the administrator, the administrator class will be instantiated. Next is this method. This method only validates the PIN that was entered by the user. If the user entered an invalid PIN, this code will be executed. Now, if the user entered an numeric input, the input mismatch exception will be handled and this line of code will be executed. Then, if the user entered an invalid PIN number for 3 times, this code will be executed and the program will start over again at the beginning of the main menu method. Then lastly, this exit transaction method. This method isn't actually used in the accounts class itself, but it was used by its subclasses, the customers and the administrators class.
Dexter Vitorio. So this is customer class. Customer class is a subclass of the superclass account class and it implements the customer operation interface. So we imported the decimal format class and scanner class. So the main menu method, we overridden the main menu method because it is already existed in the superclass method. So the balance inquiry method, withdrawal method, and deposit method, these three methods are from the customer operation interface. So start transaction. If we input the PIN number and the input, and if that input number is from a customer, the customer class will be instantiated and the main menu method will be called. So we're going to call the balance inquiry method. So in balance inquiry method, it will show the customer information. So we're going to type X so we can go back to the main menu method again. We're going to call the withdrawal method. So in withdrawal method, the user will be asked to input any amount. But that amount must not be higher than the said balance. So we're going to withdraw 5,000. So we have withdrawn successfully. So let's go back to main menu method. So let's check the balance inquiry method. I'm going to call it again. So this is zero balance. So we are going to call the deposit method. So deposit, we are going to deposit any amount, 5,000. So let's check the balance inquiry method again. Balance inquiry. So it is shown that it has already been 5,000. And this is all. Thank you. I'm Dexter Vitorio, Best IT 219, and this is our program.
So hello, my name is Mike Zambales and I will explain the administrator. So first is we use a dual statement. And we run this program, this is what we seen. If we type S, it will start a transaction, and if you enter a wrong PIN number, the error will display. And you need to enter again the correct PIN number. And you will go to this after you put a correct PIN number. If we click or type G, which is not included to this, it became error and it will show the error is viewing customer information. So it will ask the user to input account number, and this line is the customer info will be displayed based on the account number that you input, which is the account info, account number, account name, balance, and PIN number. This is the adding a new customer. So it will show the add new customer, and if you add a new customer, so click A, and you need to fill up these requirements. And after you fill up these requirements, it will show you your account is successfully added. And you add again a new customer but same PIN number, it became error, and it will show you that this account number is already taken, so you need to enter a new account number. And last is so after you input or add a customer, you just input the details of the new customer, and then it will add them to the array list.
The administrator extends the account's implements operation, so will be input the parameter which is the scanner is equals to new scanner open parenthesis system, and the users can log in and inspect it. But how can I get admin account to log in? The admin is still a user, just a special type of user with a different menu when login. Edit editing of customers information and enter the customer's number, account number, and current account name, and enter the new name. Also, customer has been changed successfully. Invalid. If you put the invalid PIN, please type the correct PIN, and also invalid input, please type the input number, and changing of customer's PIN number. If you change the customer PIN number will be enter a new PIN. That's all. Thank you.